into
Minx.
You are now tuned into New York's very own Minx Couture.
Minx.
All the opinions and views expressed on this show
Minx.
are from mine and mine only. I take responsibility for everything I say. And if you're gonna be all up in your feelings, then this is not the platform for you, because this is The Minx Show.
Minx. Minx.
Good evening. Good evening. It's a late night. I know. Don't be mad, be happy. Don't be mad, be happy. Shout out to all the platforms that are tuned in. I got Facebook. I have Instagram. Actually, no, not Instagram today. Facebook, Twitch, Periscope, Live Me. Got a great show for you guys tonight. It's cold. I made this beat. I just want to drop it real quick. I made this beat. Here we go. Do I like reading? I love reading. I usually have to do my intro music. So here we go. So basically this evening I am recording my podcast. I'm from the Bronx. I'm recording my podcast. Just a couple of things I wanted to cover. You know, I'm trying to stay. My Instagram is on my bio. Oh, it's kind of hard to keep an eye on all these different platforms here, but we're gonna make it happen. So yeah, what you're looking at in the visuals is my website for minxradio.com. I know it's getting a little bit annoying to keep hearing about minxradio.com, but it is my own radio station website that I made for the artist. There was a couple of things I wanted to talk to you about, which is great about this platform because I have visuals. I always have my little visuals. But it's great, you know, being here with you guys tonight. You guys could be at the club, you guys could be hanging out with your friends, but you want to hang out with Minx tonight. That's great. So here we go. I wanted to first open up and talk about some of the different services that are available for artists that have Spotify. And I will tell you myself that, you know, I really find that it's very hard to get plays on Spotify. It's fairly difficult. So I found this ad because, you know, for some reason the ads that the powers that be just like to, you know, they like to target us. So this is one of the ads I found was called Playlist Services. So I went to go check it out, you know. Now, this is not for the faint of heart because this does have prices. So, but if you bear with me, you will understand. All right, so basically their little mission statement is, are you tired of having your music on Spotify and not seeing any movement? Don't buy fake streams. And this is what I always tell people. Do not buy fake streams. or robots. Because what happens is that what people are not aware of is that when you buy the fake streams and you just try to look like you popping, you can be dropped by your distribution. A lot of people don't know that. And as well as you can be banned for Spotify for life. So you don't want to mess up your chances as an artist because you're just trying to, look good. So that's that. Again, one of the things that I was kind of confused about in this little mission statement, it says major labels already own 3 biggest playing services. Major labels. So when you see or hear something along those lines, you automatically know, there's something strange about that. We are all, again, like I said, we are all in a big pool of sharks, and you have other artists, you're battling each other to be relevant. You have artists that actually get the streams that they deserve because they're promoting themselves properly, and then you have artists that they're cheating. They are cheating. But again, let's move on. These are some success stories. We used playlist services for 3 campaigns in July, and I have loved the results. Over 25,000 total streams and 15 new playlist ads across our campaigns. Can't wait to do more. So their name is 713 Music. They go by. I gotta check them out. So these people are saying that they're having results from taking their music and putting it on popular playlists on Spotify. There's more. The promotion packages. Okay. This is where people, as artists, they have to understand, like I said, investing in yourself is very important. It's very important, especially if you are an artist that's trying to get heard. You have to not only pay for good beats. A lot of people are afraid to purchase or lease beats. They steal them off of Instagram. I don't really like that too much. Then you have people that actually, they stealing beats. They're copying the swagger of other well-known artists and not being themselves. Okay. Then, they're recording songs in a pretty bad situation. These songs are not recorded in the best quality. And again, like I said, I'm not perfect. Some of the songs I put out there when I first came out, when I hear it now, I cringe because I'm like, I must have been really, on something to put this shit out, because you could hear a damn truck in the background. And so you definitely have to be mindful of the stuff that you're putting out. So if you don't care about the quality of your music, if you don't care about, the content of what you're putting out there, then you're not going to want to pay for, let's say they said 2-month pitch. A 2-month premium playlisting pitch is $595. It's okay. Take a deep breath. $595 for a 2-month premium playlisting. A 1-month premium, which is $375, and a 2-month Spotify playlist pitching, which is $179. So if you want to do a 1-month Spotify playlist pitch, it's $110. So these are the things that people have to understand. It is very important that, me personally, everyone knows I don't like Spotify. I hate Spotify. I think Spotify is just too extra for me. Like, I don't like Spotify, but I release my music, I distribute my music through Spotify. And speaking of distribution, we're going to move on into the next segment, which is what I posted on Minx Radio. I asked a question. Not too many people answered, but we're a new platform. I bet you if I had like thousands and thousands of people, they would have pretty much went ham. Um, but the question that I had asked artists is, how are you distributing your music? How is it working for you? So, are you using TuneCore? Are you using CD Baby? Are you using DistroKid and other? And that one vote was mine. I said other. I said other. I Don't kill me when I say this. Hello, OG Doubler. Don't kill me when I say this. My other is Reverb Nation. I use Reverb Nation to distribute my music. And here's why. I prefer Reverb Nation because of the fact I like to speak to a live person. I'm not saying you can't talk to someone in TuneCore. I'm not saying you can't talk to someone in CD Baby and DistroKid. I just like when I send an email, somebody replies back, and I'm like, okay, like I don't have to wait 24 hours for a response, and I don't have to. It's important, how you distribute your music. But now, I only named 3. I said TuneCore, CD Baby, and DistroKid, and other. So again, the other for me was Reverb Nation. Then I found another ad. This other ad, I haven't used Reverb Nation in so long. Let me tell you, Reverb Nation, in my opinion, it's kind of lit now. I'm talking to my people over at Live Me. Reverb Nation is kind of litty because of the fact that I think they're offering, good bang for your buck. And I'm one of those artists that actually financially invests in myself. Okay. I invest money into my craft. So the little $199 for the year thing for unlimited distribution and, being able to place yourself in ads and things like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure a couple of people have seen my ads. I've been paying like a shitload of money for ads. So thank you for following me, Pecan. So this was a new ad that I came across on Facebook, nonetheless. This ad was regarding this new platform called Level. I hate when someone calls me when I'm listening to the show. We're recording the show. So you can always come back and check to see what you missed, because I upload everything on YouTube. I seen you doing your thing on Instagram. You know what? You the man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I take my time out at almost 12 o'clock in the morning because I love my people. People need to, there's new young artists out here that they're just not really aware about what the hell is going on, and Mother Minx is gonna help y'all because I may not be famous yet, but I'm finding so many tools that is helping me become more noticed, and I kind of want to be famous with some people that I know one day. I don't want to be, it's almost like going to a new school and that you got to find that group of people that's going to accept you. I want to make it and be around people that I know, so in case the Illuminati want to come for a bitch, at least I can hug up on somebody and say, help me. So let's talk about Level. Now, apparently what sets Level totally different from CD Baby, DistroKid, and all these other is that they're claiming that they are free. And I wrote in the comments, you know me, Mother Minx don't stay quiet. I'm like, ain't shit in this world free. Are you kidding me? But they claim, they say our free beta version lets you easily release your music on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon Music, Google Play, Tidal, Pandora, Deezer, Napster without any upfront charges or fees. Which is, for an artist that is new and they just don't want to really spend money like that and they want to release their music. I'm like, okay. But they have this little tab that I wanted to click on in front of everybody, because this is not going to be my first time actually reading it. It says why it's free. Okay, so they say that this platform is free because they believe in building a product that gives lasting value to artists. Therefore, during the beta period, level is free of charge as we gather feedback to build a platform that best serves the artist community. I mean, you know, as far as a mission statement, that's actually pretty good. I'm the person that's like on the fence. I really don't believe anything is free. I mean, nothing is free. You know, or if something is free, there's always something with strings attached. And you know, I'm just not. I mean, I was gonna try it, because what I said I was gonna do that's gonna make my podcast different from other people is that I'm actually using certain tools that are offered to artists, and I let you guys know how, you know, I let you guys know how it worked for me. Will I be using Level? I'm not really sure about that. I mean, my music is copywritten, you know, so I don't have to worry about something on that aspect. But then again, I don't know. If somebody tries it, you know, definitely let me know. So again, the app is called, I mean, the service is called Level. Okay, so as you guys see, and apparently it has like a simple, you know, join now, and you know, very nice visual background, like kind of like when you first opened Vine. Let's have a moment of silence for Vine. Okay, so that moment is over. I miss Vine. I don't care what nobody says. I'm gonna keep talking about Vine until it comes back. All right. Okay, so that's what that is. So this right here, there's another platform that I found, which is called Song Trader. Now, what makes Song Trader different from all of the, see, all of this, you know, ladies and gentlemen, I come from the old school. I come from the school where we made CDs and we put that in our trunk, and you know, we went to the nearest gas station and we was like, yo, you know, can I put some CDs in the corner, and you know, I'll give you $20. You know, we used to say that to the, you know, the bodega guy, you know. And it's not quite like that now. Everybody and their mother is trying to get into the right distribution platform. And I'm the type of person, I love to look for negative comments, because I sometimes think negative comments on any type of platform that has to do with exchanging funds, you know, people sometimes only read the good stuff. Like they're afraid to look at, oh, they took out money out of my account. That's important to read for any company. That's important to read, you know, just like Apple has its little, you know, for some odd reason, Apple seems to know when you got like your last $10, because you could sit there and say, I don't get paid till Friday, and it's Wednesday, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna take that $10 and I'm gonna get me a Big Mac, and you know, I'm gonna get me a nice meal. And then you go and you look, and you think you got a text message, and it's Apple saying, gotcha, bitch, you're taking your money, taking your last, we're gonna take your last because you wanted to listen to XXXTentacion and fucking Trippie Redd. We're gonna take your last. They did that to me the other day. I was kind of tight. I mean, it really wasn't my last, but you know, it's just the fact that, you know, I set aside money for a reason. So when I look and I see Apple done take their hand and took my money out of my account, I'm like, I don't even want this shit. Like, you know, I don't even listen to this shit. So anywho, I'm sorry, I got into my feelings real quick. I just don't like when people steal from me. So yeah, Song Trader. Why am I feeling Song Trader? I'm gonna tell you why. I'm about to drop some real serious jewels, so I don't want you guys to get nervous. I don't want you guys to get nervous, but what I'm about to say, I was talking to my dad about this the other day, and it's very important. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna first start with the artist. Why do you do music? What is the reason? Like what is your why? Do you do music because you love it, or do you do music because you're trying to get rich? I mean, why do you do music? I'm gonna tell you why I do music. I do music because I genuinely enjoy it. And I know people look at me like, what the fuck? I genuinely enjoy creating music and writing songs, and being able to express myself through song. You know, it could be a rap song one day, it could be an R&B song another day. It's just my way of being able to express myself. Now, haters, why do you hate people that make music? Are you mad because there are some people in the world that just don't want to do what you're doing? Or you feel like perhaps you're stuck because your life is not what you thought it would be, and you think it's too late? So you look at people that look at life differently, like, I always have an opportunity and a chance to be something. But then you have a person like me who says, fuck the haters, I'ma do shit my way. Artists, you have to understand, you may not be an artist that is going to be on the stage. Okay, you may not make it in a situation where you up there with Cardi B and Beyonce. You may not be that type of artist, which is why I'm talking about Song Trader. Okay, I will be happier than a pig in fucking dirt knowing that one of my songs was used in a licensed way. And that's where Song Trader comes in, because Song Trader, besides being distribution, Song Trader allows you to license your music. So your song or beat that you really think ain't shit, you're like, this song is whack, man. This shit ain't going nowhere. That song could be used for a Nike commercial. That song could be used for a musical score for a hot movie. You know, this is where people are actually failing as artists, because y'all trying so hard to be Beyonce and Michael Jackson, and y'all want to be the pop star, you know. And then you have the haters that have like these false ideal, they just have these false ideas where they think because an artist does music that they're trying to be famous. That may not be in the cards for you. However, what's in the cards for me is that I'm going to plug in my music anywhere where I can get paid. So as you see, you can license your music, nice, affordable pricing. I'm a person that likes to do annual. I don't like to do month to month, because again, you don't want to have different things dipping into the cookie jar, because then you look to get a cookie and then there's nothing left. It's just crumbs. How you gonna survive a work week with $20 because you're paying for 8 different things, and everybody's just taking their coins. Annual, or if not annual, then quarterly. Don't go crazy. You're a new artist. So again, Song Trader allows you to license your music. So why not put yourself in a situation where you can get your music licensed, and then you can get your money each month as what's the word? Your residual money that you get from licensing your music. Hold on, I'm just trying to log into something. Don't mind me. So yes, people really need to look into that, because there's movies coming out, and what's great about it is that Song Trader, I'm not even a member of there you go, royalties. Thank you so much, Pecan. Thank you. You want to get your royalties. So why is everyone trying so hard to be the Beyoncés, be the Michael Jacksons, be all these people that are the face, when the people behind the scenes are the ones that are really getting paid? Like, as much as I like Beyonce as a singer, I know there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be like, "Bitch, I ain't watching you no more," because I'm a Beehive fan. Beyonce, in my opinion, I think she's a great artist. She's a great entertainer. And the problem here is that as a person like myself, I write and compose my own music. I write, I compose my own music. Meaning I know how to read musical notes, meaning I know how to sit behind the doors, and I know how to tweak certain things from the sound a certain way. And you know, you have your Beyoncés that just come in and they hand her a paper and they say, sing this. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but that's almost like the same argument with Michael Jackson and Prince. You know, Prince was like, yeah, he could dance, but I write and compose my own shit. And as a person that is a real musician, you know, that's why, you know, it's kind of like a slap in the face when someone says that they're a rapper and then you look at their accolades and they don't write their own shit. It's kind of important when you're using certain titles like that. So yes, Beyonce may be the best entertainer, but as far as an artist, you know, can she write her own music? You know, she's the face. I would love to write a song for Beyonce and Beyonce make my lyrics go somewhere. So that's why I say, you know, and you know, I have a guy that I watch all the time. His name is Big Seven. He always says everyone can't be the artist. Some people have to be the producer. Some people have to be the songwriter. Some people have to be the, you know, there's a chain of command, and there's a seat for everybody. So if you know you ain't making it as an artist, you know, and you're great at writing songs, why can't you license your songs? Or if you know you're not gonna make it as an artist, you know, why can't you, you know, and you're great at making beats, just make beats. You know, be the type of person that can't be, you know, be the best that you can be at what you do. I'm not saying don't do music. I'm not saying don't do music. I mean, it's a breakdown as to what you're good at. You know, I'm good at many things. That's why sometimes I step back and say, you know what, I don't feel like being an artist this month. I think I'm just going to be a producer. Or I don't feel like being a producer this month. I think I'm just going to write some songs for some R&B artists. You know, I break it up because who knows what my foot may land in. You know. So again, back to Song Trader. Look into that. If you're saying to, if you actually sit there and have an epiphany, and I'm not talking about the epiphany that most people get, I'm getting old. You know, this shit, you know, I'm getting too old. You are not too old to achieve your goals and dreams. You're not too old. You're as old as you feel. But damn it, you can't be 60 years old talking about you in the trap. I mean, let's be real. But thank you so much for the likes. I got 100 likes from Flacco. Just be real. If you know that you pushing 50 and you still sitting there rapping about, you know, you got bitches and hoes, you just need to be a ghostwriter. So that's the one thing that a lot of people have to understand. So that's that. So Song Trader is a great distribution service if you're really trying to get your foot in the door as an artist. Thank you, Pecan. All right, so it's just very important that we all get real with, you know, get with the program. I'm 32 years old. Believe it or not, I'm 32. I'm not saying I'm old, but you know, I got, you know, I could look the part, but you know, I'm always going to feel 32. You know, I write amazing songs. I make amazing beats. I may not be on stage, you know, who knows? But I'm not going to sit there and doubt myself. So again, you got your nonprofit personal account, you got your business account, and you got your premium account with Song Trader. So just take a look at it. Like I said, this is a recorded broadcast, so you'll definitely be able to, you know, take a look at the visuals on YouTube when I upload it. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about on this podcast is this rumor that 50 Cent was buying Ja Rule's masters? And why is that important to what kind of beats do you make? I make all kinds of beats. R&B, hip hop, pop. There's no, I've even made a country beat. I have a country song for a country artist called Tissue. Oh, trust me, I go ham. Thank you so much for asking. So yeah, it says Ja Rule laughs off 50 Cent's rumored attempt to buy his masters. Okay, so I wanted to talk about that because a lot of artists, they don't understand the difference between publishing and masters. So I went to musicdealers.com. Do you have a link? Yes, my link is, you can search for me. I'm gonna give all my credentials. Okay, I'm on Spotify. All my beats and stuff is on BeatStars, Airbit. I'm gonna be talking about BeatStars in a minute. Everything, my physical music, because I make all my own beats for my songs, is on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal. Just look me up, Minx Couture, MINXCOUTURE. All right, so this was an article that was written in October 2013 by Christopher Rux, called Music Licensing 101, Masters versus Publishing. All right, so I just wanted artists to know before they sat there and they were at, Ja Rule. First of all, my first take on 50 Cent is I think he's very childish. I think he's very petty. And I think, with all of the success that he has gotten, to be worrying about people that fell off and is not popping no more, I just think that there is some sort of underlying issue. 50 Cent is the type of guy, in my opinion, he just seems to be very unhappy. A person that is popping, and I say this about all celebrities, a person that is popping and they got money and they have no worries in the world should not be worrying about people that don't pay their bills. That's just my opinion. Just like how I feel about Cardi B. Cardi B got money. She has success. She's, married, just had a baby, everything. But she's still addressing the peanut gallery. And again, like I said, when you look at these celebrities and the type of success that they have, and I put that in quotes, and I'm an artist, a starving artist that's trying to make it, that shit really turns me off. Like, I'm like, do I really want this shit that bad, that these people have everything and they're still unhappy? I don't think that these artists are happy, and this is why they sit there. They're fueled by the comments. They just want to be mad, and I'm like, how are you mad? You're rich. Money can buy everything but happiness, ladies and gentlemen. And I keep telling you, again, like I said, this is why I don't do this music shit for money, because if I do music shit for money, it's because I'm using the money to fund my dream, not to buy tattoos, tattoo my face and all that good shit. I don't do that. But these celebrities act like, this is nothing. This is life. I'm happy. I'm this. You're not happy. You're not happy. So again, Ja Rule laughs off 50 Cent's rumor attempt to laugh. Now, I follow Irv Gotti on Instagram, and I know that he was shooting down these rumors from the beginning. But I wanted to talk about the difference between masters and publishing. So, okay. I'm reading my Facebook comments real quick. That's Real Talk Bombings. Thank you so much, Real Lyrics. Thank you so much. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna start at, what is a master? A master is a recording, which is the first recording of a song, meaning that, when you're recording your song and you're like, blah, 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 oh shit, all right, start that over. Fuck. That is the original recording of the song. Can you do both? Give me 1 second. Okay. From that recording, usually, like, if you're trying to make it, they get your master, your like your label or whoever has your master. So that's what you give to, that's your original recording. That's the skeleton. Excuse me, that's the soul of the song. That's not even the skeleton. That's the soul and the skeleton together. What happens is after that is that if you trying to sell your music to DJs and stuff like that to spin it, and you know how some songs you be listening to it, like the other day I was listening to, they were playing Slave for You, but they were doing it on some like Migos trap beat, and I was like, they have the masters, they have the audio, so they can make copies of that. So it says again, which all later copies are made. Since recording was first invented, master recordings have been made on disc tapes and computers. At a basic level, a label owns the master of the recording. They own the copyrights to the actual files. Listen, do you guys really want to be signed that bad? I mean, think about it. And I think about things on a very sinister level. If I'm putting my voice is, thank you, Flacco. If I'm putting my voice on a recording like I am now, and I upload this right now to YouTube, that means YouTube can license like my voice. That's just how crazy copyrights are. They own your shit. Something, a piece of you, a piece of your memory. They own that. So you're an artist, and you get all excited because an A&R saw you perform, and they're like, oh, come down and record whatever. So you record the song and this and that, and then what happens, they make the song, and it's not yours. Your voice is not even yours. That's why I get so mad, like with this whole Ashanti thing, and Jennifer Lopez. They left Ashanti's vocals on. I'm real. What kind of... That was just messed up. Everybody's sitting there saying, I'm real, the way you walk, the way... That ain't even Jennifer Lopez's voice. That is Ashanti's voice on there. That's how dirty they do these artists. Her, Carrie Hilson, all of them. It's because they don't have the look. They don't have the look. They're cute, they're pretty, but the look, they're not willing to conform and change with the powers that be's request. So again, they own the copyright to the actual file, which contains the music that you want to place in your recording, blah, 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 blah. After that, you have licensing. Licensing represents the actual musical composition. It's the lyrics, it's the melodies, the written music, the structure. The publisher owns and controls a portion of the copyright. The license is required from this copyright owner to use in music is called a synchronization license. People have to, if you are an aspiring artist, you have to look up this stuff. You have to read this stuff. Because there's a big difference. So when people are going and saying, oh, Ja Rule is this, Ja Rule is that, that's not funny. That is not funny. That's like me going into your house and taking your hairbrush and saying, I own your hair now. And you're like, no, I'm going to make a voodoo doll out of it because I own your hair now. Oh, no, that's my hair. You can't do nothing. I own your hair. And you fight and you fight and you fight and you fight for years. You go to court. I know it's not the same, but it's kind of the same. It's a piece of you. It's a piece of you. And everyone thinks that this petty shit that 50 Cent does is cool. It's not. Since when did bullying become cool? It's not cool to me. I don't think any of that shit is cool. And quite frankly, 50 Cent is trying his best to kind of out Tekashi himself, because Tekashi would do some stuff. What website did you mention in reference? For the licensing is Songtradr. And it's spelled with a TRADR. So I'm actually right now on hotnewhiphop.com talking about this Ja Rule thing. It's just upsetting as an artist. You know, people laughing and shit. It's not funny. So you gotta understand this why it's impossible for 50 Cent to even purchase these licenses and copyrights, because Irv Gotti owns them. We all know Irv Gotti ain't gonna sit there and say, yeah, take it. So that's that. What I feel about that. I'm sorry, I was looking at another thing. All right, so let's talk about BeatStars. I said I was going to do a quick review. Okay, I love it. I love BeatStars. So far, I'm thinking, I've been getting a lot more likes. As you see, my notifications is popping. People liking and following me. As far as selling beats, I didn't really put any hot beats on. I just took some beats because I just wanted to see the feedback of the plays of the beats. And, I priced them at $50. I think if I was to put my hottest beats on there, they would probably sell. But I just threw on some beats just to throw them up. So, I was feeling it. I like it because of one feature, which we all know I love, the SoundCloud monetization. And people keep saying to me, why you keep talking about fucking SoundCloud? I'm going to tell you why I keep talking about SoundCloud. SoundCloud, in my opinion, it's almost like it's a part of my beginners, beginning as an artist, and SoundCloud is important to me because I'm like, yo, like, you made a song, you threw that shit up on SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? Like, you now everybody too bushy and too good for this shit. Come on. I'm like, that's why I say my radio station, is different, because I actually play mostly SoundCloud artists. When I'm not on the air doing my podcast, I record and, I talk to SoundCloud artists. So I don't really care what nobody says. But now with BeatStars, you can actually monetize your SoundCloud now. See, I knew this was going to come. I knew it was going to come, and I actually predicted it weeks ago. I said SoundCloud has no choice. If you go back a couple of episodes on my YouTube, you can see I said SoundCloud has no choice. I don't know why they didn't start with the distribution first, because SoundCloud, that's why I kind of get frustrated when you get all these artists, and, they put up their music and you get haters that say, you're just a SoundCloud rapper. Fuck does that mean? Just a SoundCloud rapper. I rap, I make music. It just happens to go up on a fucking free platform, because we all know everybody, just like I did, was complaining about, all these other pay for streams websites like Spotify and Tidal, and SoundCloud is free. Yeah, you gotta deal with an ad or two, but it's free. And now you get paid for your streams. They actually partners, BeatStars is partners with SoundCloud. So it says, join the fastest growing SoundCloud multi-channel network. SoundCloud monetization, get paid monthly for all the revenue that you earn directly to your PayPal account. Transparent reporting. I don't know these people. Let's say our partners. Okay, Little Pump is a partner with this NBA YoungBoy and a boogie with a hoodie. BeatStars channel partners. So your faves. I mean, I don't know these cats, to be honest with you all. I only know Little Pump from that Kanye song. You got your fucking home, I know it. Yeah. But he if he could make it, if he was smart enough to partner up and monetize his SoundCloud, I don't know why the hell nobody else is. But this is exactly where we're at now. So, let's give me a video. You right. Real Lyrics is right. So this is why I say If you are an artist and you have SoundCloud, if you've had SoundCloud for a minute, and your distribution company has given you an ISRC code for your music and a barcode for your music, you need to go right over to your SoundCloud and you need to go ahead and input that information and get your monetization together. That's what you need to do. Look at that. Sign up for free BeatStars. So just like I said, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. You know, I think it's good. And what's great about it as well is, you know, I'm also putting people on who are SoundCloud artists on this little, like I talked about last week, Repost Exchange. Repost Exchange is what I've been using to find some really great artists that, you know, I'm feeling. And how it works, again, like I said earlier, you have people that are buying streams. I think that's cheating. I think that you're a scumbag. Ah, this freaking guy with his damn car. Anywho, I'm awake because you know what? We in the hood, so. There we go. See? Just like that. Okay, so I'm going to tell you briefly how I use Repost Exchange and if it may work for you. If you are a SoundCloud artist, I'm going to go through it real quick because I know I spent a lot of time on it last week. Some of you guys are new. That's okay. That's okay. You'll learn next time. Okay, Repost Exchange. Here we go. You make an account. Boom. You sync up your SoundCloud account, right? Now, you will basically be using your SoundCloud account to gather your coins. Now, what happens is, I have 139 right now. Okay. Now, what happens is that in my aspect, it's good because I'm a radio station. I need content. So people will hit me up and say, hey, Minx, can you hear my song? And if you repost it on your page, what happens is that you get a credit. And if you leave a comment, then you get 2 credits. Okay. Right. So how does this work for you? Okay. Let's say on your SoundCloud account, you reposted 10 people and you get like to the amount of money that I got right now, 139. Right. Now you flip it. Now you flip it. I'm going to show you how you flip it. You flip it by making a campaign. You start a new campaign. You pick whatever song you want to have put up there. This one was I Can't Help It, which is my song. You know, I do these little test runs. Again, like I said, I want to let you guys know what works for me. Okay. So you take your song and you click it and then you add it, you know, and what happens is that it goes into where it says campaigns. So you could be just like these people here, right? So for instance, this guy, you know, you repost his song on your page. Excuse me. If you want him to repost your song on his page, you have to pay him 92 credits, right? Because he has the kind of following. He has that kind of following. And, you know, let's just keep going. So some of these people, look at this guy. This guy got 6.9 thousand plays, right? Because all they're doing is they are organically, it's not fake. These are not bots. These are real people. These are real people with their own followers. And, you know, they, you know, when someone reposts something on SoundCloud, I listen to it because I'm like, oh, my homegirl wouldn't repost that for no reason. But you can also, like I said, you put your stuff, you make a campaign for yourself, and then you can put yourself in here, into this little thing here. Okay. And you could set it up where, you know, if you really want somebody to, you know, leave a comment, because sometimes people rely on comments. You know, you say, hey, look, I'll throw in an extra 2 coins if you leave me a comment on my song, you know, and it's all authentic. And, you know, technically they can't leave a bad comment. They can't say, oh, this shit was trash, because if it's trash, then why would they be reposting it? you know. So it's not just for, ladies and gentlemen, it's not just for songs, it's also for beats. I find a lot of beats on here. That I be feeling. But it's great. It's a great way to get noticed. You know, why do you guys want to, you know, I always say all the time, you got people that like to spend money, and you got people that are terrified to spend money on something that's not going to work for them. This is free. You can you could purchase credits. Like I said, you could purchase credits. You can get, you know, for $24.99, you can get 1,000 credits, but you can reach 100,000 people with your music. And the list goes on. You pay $59.99. You know, you can get 250,000 reach. Okay, so this is the stuff that you guys are not really, you know, thinking about, because I'll even show you on my SoundCloud, www.soundcloud.com/Minx Couture. You know, I had to spend a little money, but it's authentic. It's authentic. Look at that. 51,000 plays, right? 50,000 plays, right? You know, the numbers are going up because I'm using a service that actually works. This is working for me. It can work for you. But I tell you one thing, I didn't spend a dime. I didn't spend not one dime. Only thing I've been doing is just listening to music all day. And you can read the credits is through which site? It's called Repost Exchange. It's called Repost Exchange, guys. If you have SoundCloud, just go to Repost Exchange. Trust me, it's good. I mean, you're gonna come across some songs you're gonna be like, what the fuck? But you only have to listen to 15 seconds of it, you know. And that's the great thing about it, you know. When you have the music and you're saying to yourself, how can I get people to listen to it? I didn't pay a dime for this, guys. I didn't pay a dime. Is it linked to SoundCloud and another platform? I did see that they said something along the lines that they're linking up with Spotify to get your song on the popular playlist. That's what I saw on their Instagram, that they're getting ready to work with Spotify. And you know, I don't know why there isn't a platform like this for Spotify. And I think it's because they already, you know, they already know people ain't trying to, you know. You got people that listen to music all day. I listen to music all day, and I find a lot of good songs. And that's why I get so mad, again, like I said, calling somebody a SoundCloud rapper, you know, you're a hater. You're a hater. You're mean. People work very hard on their music, even if it sounds like shit. They work hard on it. You know, it's just not right. But again, like I said, you know, if you are looking, if you're like, damn, I've tried everything, nobody wants to be my fans, or I'm not getting enough fans, this is a really good platform for that. So again, they also recommend people, and you know, if you pay for, you can actually get, I forgot to mention, you can also get a credits by referring people. You get, I think, 50 credits. Yeah, you get 50 credits if you refer people to your social media and people sign up. So, you know, you never know. You may find the next you know, big thing. You may find the next big thing on here, because there are a lot of producers on here. There's a lot of you know, you have people that have 1,000 followers on SoundCloud, and you know, they're getting like 10 credits per repost. So right now, Minx Radio, we're at 15. I couldn't use my other account because they said, because I had 6,000 followers on Minx Couture's page, they just thought it was suspicious. I was like, suspicious? Like, what the so I had to create another account, which is Minx Radio. So, you know, It's growing. It's growing. It's growing pretty fast. You know, I repost for 1 credit per repost, and then people actually hit me up and they're like, "Hey, you're a radio station?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I kind of liked your song, so I reposted it." And then they follow me, you know, and then we chop it up. They follow me all over the web, Instagram, wherever, and you know, I find out that they're really great artists, and you know, they big me up because you know we reposted them and we're playing them on our station. You know, one of the artists that I really liked, because I'm on the quest of finding R&B. I am on a quest. I'm not saying that I don't like hip hop, but I love hip hop. Hip hop is me. But I'm on the quest to find R&B because you know what? We're in a time where everyone just needs to relax. And that's what I always say to my little one, relax. We need to relax. Can't relax, sip and lean and talking about trapping and killing people and, you know, effing someone's mother. You know, it's just not worth it. You know, it's just getting very tiring to me. And it sucks because it's so rare now. Before, R&B was all over the place, honey. It was all over the place. Now if you find it, you want to hold on to it like, okay, give me something else, please. You know, singing in auto-tune is not R&B. It's not R&B. R&B has changed so much that dudes literally sing about cheating. You know, like Trey Songz. I can't stand him. You know, singing about eating booty. I'm not into that. I want to hear songs where a woman threatens to leave the man and he just can't live with himself and he got to pick himself up off the floor because he's saying, please. You know, this is the generation we're in, the desensitized generation where nobody wants to appear sensitive. They want to appear hard and tough and, you know, fuck that bitch. And, you know, that this is the where we're at. And it's not right. It's not right because you know what? At the end of the day, where we stand as a people with such a negative climate, you know, I don't care what your political affiliations are. I don't care what you believe in. What I care about is that I just want people to get along and be happy. You know, I want people to laugh and just, you know, be merry. You know, this is the culture that, you know, for some reason everybody just wants to be mad. So I'm going to close out the show, this podcast with a recommendation. My recommendation to artists is that, you know, if you're doing music and you're seeing that your music is not going anywhere, then instead of getting mad and quitting and saying you don't want to do it anymore because it's just not, this ain't it. What I'm going to really need y'all to do is I need you guys to sit back and realize what the hell it is that you guys are doing wrong. You know, sometimes it's not, things fail because there is a factor. You know, I don't know if anyone remembers, you know, those little driving, you know, when you go to get your license and they talk about why accidents happen and they say the factor, the non-factor. There are factors as to why any idea is not going where you want it to go. And that's because you're not sitting down and trying to figure it out. If you sit back and you say, what am I doing wrong? I can guarantee you'll notice something different. And I've been doing a lot of affirmations lately. And one of the affirmations that I've been saying to myself lately is that I'm going to do it. I'm going to do whatever it is that I want to do. I'm not saying that I'm going to be cutting lines and telling people to get the F out of my face. And no, that's not what I'm doing. What I'm saying is what you have to do as a person is you have to stop worrying about what people think. When you worry about what people think, you then begin to try to impress them, and then you go out of your element, because then that's not you no more. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I believe in the old school writing something down. When you write something on paper, I think it solidifies it a lot more, because if you're a person that just says, I'm going to do this, it's a totally different outcome when you write it down and say, I am going to do this. Okay? Make a plan for yourself. If you don't make a plan for yourself, then you plan to fail anything that you do. You have to plan everything out. Just like when you wake up in the morning, you don't just get up and immediately start doing shit. You lay there and you say, okay, I'm going to get up, I'm going to the bathroom, brush my teeth, I'm going to go make myself up some coffee, and then after that, I'm going to go downstairs and get the paper. You create your day. So why not create your life? Why not create your future? You can plan that out. It may not go as planned, but it will. And the last bit of advice that I have for any artist and people in general, you just need to, I'm not going to say anything cheesy like stay positive. I'm not going to say that. What you need to do is believe in yourself. I think that was cheesy. Believe in yourself, but don't be cocky. People can sense that, and then people can start throwing that energy, that I hope you fail energy at you. Be confident, don't be cocky. Be happy, but also be mindful of people that are around you, because everybody is not in your corner. Everyone is, people that come at you and they talk about they're rooting for you, 95% of the time they're not. They're just trying to latch on to you so that when something great happens, they can be able to be there, and then they're going to betray you. I've seen this so many times. I say mess with people that are they're dealing with you before you blow up, before things get great. If people start turning their back on you when you fail and they're like, I can't, and then they come back when things start getting better, that's a person you don't want around. You don't want that person around. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Yeah, I got a funny message. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. And I try to do these podcasts every week, when I come along things. Again, just to recap, we talked about the best distribution companies. We talked about publishing, the difference between publishing and masters, and we just talked about general things about Minx Radio, and as well as a great platform to showcase your music if you're a SoundCloud user. So that's it. I'm about to head out of here, and yes, this is one of my beats, like I always have to point out. This is one of my beats. Thank you for tuning in. I will be uploading this to YouTube, and I will also be uploading the audio version to Anchor Radio. All right, so thank you, take care, have yourselves a great night. Make sure you visit my social media. My social media is on my web pages, okay? Or just go to Twitter. Hit me up on Twitter at Minx Couture, and just ask me where you could find whatever, and I'll let you know. But again, like I said, thank you so much for tuning in, and enjoy your evening.